Hello and welcome to the very first posted video on my brand new channel, Machines in Motion. I am the guy that you saw driving around in the camera car during Cruising the Coast, and that in fact is the camera car. Now what you may be a little bit confused about is why you're not seeing that video of you doing that really cool burnout in front of the Edgewater Mall. Well, let me tell you, right now I am riding with 5 cameras rolling every minute that I'm driving, which means that for every hour I'm on the road, I'm getting 5 hours of video footage. I'm dealing with a 10-year-old computer that is very slow, and so it takes a long time to edit all of that video. So just know that if you can just hang in there till around September 1st, you should start seeing a whole lot of video. In fact, there should be a few going up even before that. I've got a lot of things I'm working on my other YouTube channels that are going to come first, but I promise you this is not a fad. We're really going to go ahead and see this project through. If you saw me and waved at me, just know that there's a very good chance that you're going to make it onto YouTube, but there's also a possibility you won't because, like I said, it's a whole lot of footage I'm going to be going through. But before this is over with, I expect to have hundreds of hours of video footage. Now I'm going to show you some things that I did to the car just to let you know that this is not something that is going to fall apart. We've got a really good grip on making this thing happen. The first thing is the car itself. Now obviously I didn't just paint this for Cruising the Coast. However, it was a yellow Suzuki Aereo, which cannot possibly get into Cruising the Coast. But I did want to participate as much as possible because in the past my wife and I have had some pretty cool hot rods and we really loved actually being in the show. But at this time in our lives, we're not able to do that anymore. Hurricane Katrina put both of my vehicles underwater. One of my vehicles was actually under a building, and so this is what we got, this is what we're working with. But we do want to continue to participate. We've been doing Cruising the Coast for about 15 years. After the paint job came the signage, made in Japan, just kind of a little joke, a little bit of old school pinstripes, and I put the event video car sign on there so you'd know what I was doing. Please, 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 if you see the car, don't do anything crazy. I mean, I like crazy, but if you get hurt, I'm not going to like that at all. And I put a little smile, you're on camera, stickers on here. And each place that you see one of those stickers is actually a mounting spot for a camera. Now, I didn't want to jump into this thing whole hog and end up just losing money. So to make sure that my cameras worked, I went ahead and ordered just a couple of each. I got one of these dash cams, if you can see that. I'm very, very pleased with it. Since then, I have ordered 3 more. I got this one in about 2 weeks. I ordered the other 3 about 6 weeks ago, and guess what? They still haven't got here. They're made in China. Guess where they're coming from? That's right. I've also got mounts for a camera in the front there that doesn't have a sign by it. But if you see the event video car sign and you look up, you'll see the little mount, and you'll see my little GoPro fake camera. Those cost about $25 a piece. I ordered 2. They work wonderfully. Very good picture. Same story. I ordered 4 more, and apparently they are not going to get here in time for Cruising the Coast. Inside the vehicle, we have these mounts that are used when the window is rolled down. You fold away so that we can roll the window up, and that holds a couple of cameras. That may not seem like a big deal, but on the inside, I want it to free up my cigarette lighter. And place this 4-way cigarette lighter in here, and it's got switches so I can turn on and off individual cameras if there's some kind of problem or things that I don't want to run, such as chargers, and have a charger plugged into each USB. And in the back I've got several chargers plugged into cigarette lighters themselves. Here is the dash cam, which is plugged into my cigarette lighter adapter. And if you notice, I've also got a radar detector and a GPS that are hardwired into the car. They really aren't. I just took all the trim out and I put 2 cigarette lighters behind this panel, cigarette lighter plugs, and those 2 items are plugged into those just to get them out of the way. We actually plan on being in every event we can possibly make. So some of the time we'll be riding around, sometimes we'll be sitting around, and we have the schedules and we are very familiar with Cruisin the Coast, so we're going to pick out what we want to do the most, or what we think is going to produce the best video, and we'll be there. You may see us in the car, you may see us sitting in the chair next to a couple of tripods. And this may be what you see if you're in the Long Beach Parade tonight. We'll be parked in front of the apartments next to the Winn-Dixie Shopping Center on the sidewalk, and we'll be sitting in those chairs. And we'll have these tripods up. There's one standing, and there's one laying in the back in its bag. I've also got a little selfie stick. You may see me walking around with that. And here we have our brand new cigarette lighter plug that I put in with the 4-way diverter. As I said, it's plugged into a couple of chargers, phone chargers. Camera chargers. I got a couple of my cameras that are permanently plugged in, like the dash cam, and we don't have to be charging anything. The cameras that I'll be using for under the car, on the bumper and up in the front, are these SJ cams, which are a GoPro clone almost. They aren't quite. Everything don't fit on a GoPro that'll fit on these, but a lot of the mounts do. And here is what the mounting attachment points look like once they're installed on the car. Here's one with the plastic waterproof case. If you notice, I've got a line tied to it. That's so that I can take the thing off and put it in the car, or also so that it don't fall off while I'm driving down the road. If it does fall, it ain't going to fall far, and when I get to where I'm going, I'll see it hanging there. If you see me at Cruisin the Coast, come on over and say hello to me. This is going to go all the way. We have other channels that are doing quite well. This channel will too, as we suspect. If you go looking for me as Machines in Motion, I actually have 2 Machines in Motion YouTube channels. One is associated with my other channels. One is independent and associated with a completely different email address, so that the 2 channels would not be connected. I have not made up my mind which one I'm going to use. However, I'm going to start posting videos on both channels, and if I decide to drop one, I'll make a video saying that I dropped it and delete every other video and tell you how to get to the other channel. So just keep looking. I said they'll start popping up around September the 1st. The reality is I may get one up tomorrow and another the next day and another the next day, but around September the 1st we should be rolling and doing what we're supposed to be doing.